Hi, Daniela and Sisi. How are you?
Hello.
Hi. You both look like you were having so much fun making this show and the behind the scenes pictures and the videos.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then, yeah. And then, Daniela, I just heard from Jay August how much of a singer you were on set.
Oh my
He
Oh,
loved
yeah.
God.
that.
Oh, yeah. Someone called her the squeaker because like she has an amazing range and she does a lot of falsetto. So like you don't even realize you're doing it. She'll just be going about her day and then be like whistle tones and all that stuff.
It was really fun. I mean, I think that everyone is just so fun, like in our cast, that it was like, I mean, even like Max, like he'd like bust out singing like
And
random
dancing.
and it was so good. He'd like say random lyrics and like sing them. I
Oh
mean,
my God.
Blake is such a singer, Cece's a
Yeah.
singer, like
Like everyone.
yeah.
Everyone. But when I was having a bad day, I was like, you guys better shut up. I've had enough.
And we were like, Cece, relax.
Don't start.
So, for both of you, what did you like best about working with each other?
Um, Danny could always tell when I was having a bad day. And so like we'd just be on set and I'd be moping around between takes or something, or just, sad or whatever was happening. And then I remember in like one of our last days that it was very much on one of our last days, I was having a bad day and it was towards the end and I wasn't really talking. I was just kind of on set doing my job. And then she came over and gave me a hug and I burst into tears, like crying on her shoulder. And she's like, I knew you needed a hug. It's okay. She can
Aw.
just sense, she can sense it. And I feel like I
Yeah.
can sense hers as well.
Yeah, I feel like it was like the best thing was this unspoken thing. Like we didn't even need to say certain things. It was like, oh, I just knew.
Yeah.
And also Cece, like whenever she is like when she's on it, oh my gosh, she is on it. And it's like a breeze to work with her and like we're just like feeding off of each other. And
Yeah.
she's like she brings like the energy to the room and like it's
Yeah,
just
we have great chemistry.
yeah.
And I think that's the center of
Mm-hmm.
the story. So you'd want to hope that we have good chemistry. And we didn't
Yeah.
even like we didn't do chemistry reads when we were auditioning. We didn't do them in person. So there's only so much chemistry you
Yeah.
can have through a screen. But it
Mhm.
worked out perfectly. And I think that's the same for all of the characters. I think it worked out
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's hard to talk about the show without spoiling anything, but what were some of your favorite moments to play?
Ooh, I gotta think about this one because I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh yeah. I'll get fired. I'll get
Favorite
fired for spoiling.
moments to play.
Um
like when I find that after doing this show, so many things happen in season one, actually, like so much happens that now thinking back, I'm like, oh my God, like there's just so many things that I could choose from that I'm like, wow, I did a lot.
we
Like
did
we did
so
so
much. I mean, we were there
Yeah.
for like 7 months. I think for me, one of my most proud and shining moments was we were doing like the final fight, like the big, battle
Mhm.
at the end, the finale fight. And it was just Kieran and I versus a bunch of Strigoi, a bunch of the bad rabid vampires. And
Yeah.
I just killed it. I killed it on that day. It was amazing. And, during the takes, I have my stake and I'm wielding it and it came together perfectly. And I was so proud of that. And that was Kieran and my last day on set together. So I think we ended on a high note and I'm really excited to see how the fight scenes turned out because I love
Yeah.
that stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And the stunt with you as well.
What was the
Do you remember we were filming at the end and like and you fell on the ground and I had to be like and I pushed her and I was like, no.
Oh my God, it was so funny. I like literally all I do is like trip on the ground and fall. And she was like, yeah, got her stuff.
She does her stunts.
I was like,
And I come in and I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? I feel like that's definitely our relationship as well. Like I feel like Rose and she feels like Lissa. So like if there's any physical work that we're doing and she just falls on the ground, I'm like, are you good? Like, is that okay? I don't want to push you too hard.
I definitely had a lot of fun doing the limo scene. The limo scene was really, really cool. Like, there's a crash that happens
Yeah.
in the show.
Action
And
stuff.
it was just really fun to do. It was like half a limo cut, and
Yeah,
we were like
yeah,
on
yeah.
wires, like
Yeah.
flinging around fake plastic glass. It was amazing.
But they didn't want to turn the actual car for safety reasons, obviously. So we just had to sit there in a tipped car, and they were like, action. And me and Danny were like,
Yeah.
absolutely
amazing.
ridiculous, but it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
I love it. Well, you're both so brilliant on this show. Thank you so much for the art that you bring into the world. Thank you for this. Have a lovely day, ladies.
Oh,
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.